A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant and contentious move, lawmakers in Austria have voted overwhelmingly to implement a ban on headscarves for girls under the age of 14 in schools. This decision, made by the conservative-led coalition government, has raised alarms about potential ramifications for social cohesion and the treatment of Muslim communities in the country. The legislation is set to take effect at the beginning of the new school year in September, with the government asserting that it is a step towards gender equality. However, critics argue that it may serve to deepen societal divisions and normalize Islamophobia within mainstream politics. The proposal was introduced earlier this year by the Conservative People's Party, VP, which leads the ruling coalition alongside the Social Democrats, SP, and the Liberal Neos. This coalition came into power after a far-right party gained prominence in the elections but failed to form a government. Yannick Shetty, the parliamentary leader of the Neos, defended the ban during the parliamentary session, stating, "This is not about restricting freedom, but about protecting the freedom of girls up to 14. He argued that the headscarf is not merely an article of clothing, but a symbol that can sexualize young girls and shield them from the male gaze. Despite the rationale provided by the government, the legislation has faced significant backlash from various rights organizations, including Amnesty International and the Islamic community in Austria, IGG. Critics assert that the ban will further stigmatize and marginalize Muslim children, potentially leaving them feeling unwelcome in their own society. The IGG expressed concerns that the law represents a form of symbolic politics that targets a specific group, rather than genuinely empowering children. Angelika Atzinger, managing director of the Amazon Women's Rights Association, echoed these sentiments, stating that the ban sends a troubling message to young girls about who gets to make decisions regarding their bodies. The opposition Green Party was the only political faction to vote against the ban, arguing that it is unconstitutional and discriminatory. They emphasized the need for a more inclusive approach to address concerns about cultural tensions in schools. The new legislation follows a previous attempt to ban headscarves for girls under the age of 10, which was overturned by Austria's Constitutional Court in 2020. The court ruled that the prior ban was discriminatory and violated the state's obligation to remain religiously neutral. The current government claims it has worked to ensure that this new law will withstand legal scrutiny, but doubts remain about its constitutionality. Farid Hafez, a senior researcher at Georgetown University, suggests that the debate surrounding the hijab ban may be a strategic distraction from pressing economic issues facing the country, including a significant budget deficit. He warns that even if the law is struck down by the courts, the damage to the perception of Muslim identity in Austria has already been done. Hafez argues that the fixation on legislating against the hijab is not about safeguarding children, but rather about entrenching exclusion and normalizing a climate of Islamophobia in the political landscape. The law will not only apply to public schools, but also to private institutions, affecting approximately 12,000 girls across the nation. Families that do not comply with the ban could face fines ranging from €150 to €800 for repeated violations. The government plans to initiate a soft launch of the legislation in February, during which educators, parents, and children will be informed of the new rules without immediate penalties for non-compliance. As the implementation date approaches, the Austrian government faces mounting pressure from rights organizations and community leaders who warn that the law could exacerbate existing tensions and foster an environment of exclusion for Muslim families. The debate over the headscarf ban has illuminated broader issues of integration, identity, and the treatment of minority communities in Austria, raising questions about the future of social cohesion in a country grappling with rising anti-immigration sentiments. In conclusion, while the Austrian government presents the headscarf ban as a commitment to gender equality, many fear it will instead entrench divisions and foster a climate of discrimination against Muslims. The road ahead remains uncertain as lawmakers, activists, and community members continue to grapple with the implications of this controversial legislation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.